The 100 girlfriends that really, 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 really love you, or I'm probably just going to call it 100 girlfriends for the most part. It's a show that just finished airing in fall 2023, and let's just say I regret not watching this while it aired. Or, maybe not because I got to watch it at my own pace, but regardless, I am just about done with it as I'm recording this, and I'm just like, even if this is a low quality video again, I just have to make some sort of video talking about it because oh my god, this has to be one of like the most entertaining shows I've watched in a long time. Is it like the best show in the world? Maybe not, but it's in terms of entertainment value, it's got to be up there for sure. So I'm sure most of you have heard of it at this point. I mean, if you follow any sorts of like anime things on Twitter, I mean, I was seeing this pop up on my feed every single week, so I kind of had a bit of an idea of what I was getting into already. But essentially, if you don't know what this is, it's basically a harem about a guy who got rejected 100 times, and then he went to a shrine, prayed to God, and now this God says he's going to get 100 soulmates. But there's a catch. Apparently, if he doesn't date any of these soulmates, they die, which is a really interesting take on that. But yeah. So essentially, instead of, the typical harem anime where it's almost like all the girls, trying to like fight to get with the guy. I mean, the girls might be friends, but ultimately they're all kind of fighting to get the guy in the end. All the girls here are all friends with each other, all love each other just as much, and it's almost essentially like they're just one big family in a way, which is kind of funny. But I feel like I've never seen a harem anime take kind of this approach before, and it's just so funny. I mean, essentially that's what the whole show is. It kind of is just a joke of itself. I mean, it basically is self-aware. It knows it's chaos. It knows it's unrealistic, and it just uses that to its full potential to just make some of probably the funniest and most entertaining things I've seen in a long time, and honestly probably the most entertaining harem anime I've seen. Again, that's not to say that there's not other really, really good harem animes out there. I just mean in terms of like an entertainment standpoint, like this one just beats out all of them, and like in terms of like its jokes and like like funny moments and stuff, whereas a lot of the other ones are probably like a lot more like serious and stuff. What's really funny about this show is that it actually does at times kind of go down that route as well. Like we've had some episodes and some moments in some episodes that like actually get kind of serious, which is really interesting. So it's not like it's, even though it knows it's a joke of itself, it does take itself like seriously sometimes too, and actually try to give these girls some depth too, rather than just making them all just like, I don't know, you know what I mean, like they're just like boring, like they don't have any depth to them. They actually do give them depth and stuff. I mean, we've seen multiple times already where they've actually like gone into like why characters are the way they are and stuff, which is really cool too. And another really big thing that the show does, I think, extremely well, in not even just harem anime, just any romance anime in general with a male main protagonist, half the time they're just like really stupid or really ignorant, oblivious to everything. You know what I mean, right? I think we can all agree, or hopefully all agree, that Ijo Rentaro, oh my god, I just butchered his name so bad there. I don't know what I'm saying. I was trying. Oh my god, how you could do like the Japanese R, like the dentaro or whatever. I was trying to do that and then I didn't, and it sounded stupid, but I'll leave it in for the funny. Essentially, I feel like he's probably one of the best harem and just romance protagonists I've seen, because he actually, sees through all their problems. He's not oblivious to every little thing. He actually cares about them. I'm not saying that other harem protagonists and romance protagonists don't care about them, but usually they're so oblivious, so like scared to do anything, and even if they care about them, they won't do anything. They'll just like hide in a corner scared. He's never afraid to do anything. He'll do whatever it takes to help the girls out. Like I said, he'll, a lot of times, even if something's the matter, the typical protagonist will be like, oh my god, what do I do, he'll just like walk up to them and be like, you know what, yeah, you're lying, like, and I can tell you're lying, I'm gonna help you, I know exactly what your problem is. And I mean, I've seen a lot of people call him a Chad, and I mean, I think it's completely fitting. Honestly, I don't know how I'd really rank protagonists. I've never done that before, but I mean, he's probably got to be up there. Like, if we're talking, like romance harem protagonists. I mean, what else is there to say about this show? I mean, again, the main catch to it is just how absolutely absurd it is, how crazy it is. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on how you are, there is some kind of fan servicey, maybe like sexual jokes-ish. I guess not really jokes, but like, you know what I mean, like what you know, like your typical anime has. But even then, what I love about it, how I said the show knows that and doesn't take itself seriously, is it'll have like fan servicey moments, but instead of just like slipping them in like in a really weird situation, they'll just go all out with it and just like over exaggerate it like crazy to just make it like so much funnier than it should be. And again, I know some people are gonna look at that and think it's weird, but like again, you can tell they're over exaggerating everything because again, they don't take themselves seriously. They know it's a completely crazy, unrealistic show, and that they don't care. They just go all out, and that's what makes it so entertaining. But anyways, I mean, I don't know if I want to rant about the show forever. All I'm gonna say is, if you're interested whatsoever, I definitely recommend giving it a watch. I mean, I feel like the only thing that can maybe turn you off is just the fact that it's unrealistic, which, not gonna lie, is probably my biggest complaint. But it's just I know that's not the point of the show. That I really don't care much, or like I said, or maybe the fan servicey parts do. But again, they over exaggerate to the point that it's just funny. Um, and if you're wondering who my favorite is so far, it's Shizuka, and it's not even close. So I don't care what anyone else says. But anyways, I think that's going to be it. I just wanted to rant about the show for a few minutes because it's honestly so good. And I wanted to watch it all season long, and I never picked it up because I just wanted to wait and watch it once it was done airing. And it's been amazing. I do not regret picking it up whatsoever. So I hope you guys, enjoyed my little rant about 100 girlfriends. And, if you have, I'm still working on that tier list video. Problem is, it's like a 30-minute long video, so it's taking a long time to edit. And you know me, I'm lazy with editing. So hopefully it'll be out soon. But that's all for now. So hope you enjoyed my 100 girlfriends rant, and I'll catch you all in the next video.